Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the Euro US dollar FX for Wednesday, September the 5th, 2012. Well, a change of trend today to the downside, and the candle has made a lower high and a lower low. A white-bodied candle with a fairly large shadow on the bottom. And if we look at the previous couple of days trading, we had a market that was trending up. Here we had the change of trend, price rejection from above the 125.86 level, and then quite some indecisive trading as the market was attempting to trade above the 125.86 level. Today the market has managed to close above 125.86, and that could be significant for this market. Even though we've had a change of trend to the downside, we've had a bullish close above. Now the buyers have taken control of this market for today's trading. They've closed up towards the high, certainly a long way above the midpoint level, so it's control. They did lose some commitment when they tested up very close to the previous day's high, and that does suggest that the buyers lost some commitment up around that area, but still it is a fairly bullish close up above, and we should be looking to these levels up around the high, roughly up around the just above the 126 level, 126.25 roughly, for a potential high and higher low in this market. Now we have this large shadow on the bottom of this candle, and we saw the market find support at the Tenkan Sen, which is trading at 125.50, and very strong upside price rejection from there, with the sellers losing commitment. The sellers also tested down to the 125 level, and we've seen the market find support down around that level in the recent past. And if we look over here, so it is a very important level. Previous some minor resistance around that level as well, so 125 is a fairly important level as well. In terms of the trend channel that I've drawn here, the market is still within this channel, and we've seen the market test to the bottom, to the trend line, trade up to the channel and find resistance there, and roughly around that area. And there is a possibility, if we do see the change of trend, of the market test up to the trend channel, and that is a fair way above where the market's trading at the moment, and that's around the 127.40 area, and it coincides with this major swing high at roughly about 127.50. So if we can see a continuation of the bullishness that we've seen in the short-term dynamics of the market and a change of trend to the upside, we could see the market trading up to around the 127.50 area. But we do have a zone of resistance as highlighted by this grey area just above where the market's trading at the moment, and we can see that the market over the previous few days has traded to around that level. And now I've just moved that level across, and we can see that very large zone. So price rejection from there does suggest that the market will find fairly strong resistance anywhere within this area, coinciding now with the top of the channel roughly. Now in terms of the Fibonacci extension, now that the market is in a first time frame downtrend, we're comparing the relationship of the first time frame downtrend to the previous time the market was trending down. And here we've seen rejection, strong rejection from the 100% level for today's trading. Traded right through the major levels, the 31.8, the 50%, the 61.8% level, and down through the 100% level and rejected from that area. Also rejected from the 61.8%, the 50 and the 38.2, sorry, and a close up above there. So this market, with regard to the interaction with this Fibonacci relationship, does also suggest that there is potential for a change of trend. And also in terms of the Fibonacci retracement, we've seen the market find support at the 78.6% level, but trade through those important levels, the 38.2, the 50 and the 61.8% levels, and be strongly rejected from there. Now in terms of Ichimoku, we have a bullish market in all three time frames. We had the market break out up above the cloud previously here, just below the 125.86 level, in a very bullish way, and we have seen the market attempting to trade up, and the market is trading higher than where we had the breakout from, but certainly not in a very positive way, and that's because of the influence of this 125.86 very strong area of resistance. But because we did have that breakout up above, we're bullish in the long-term time frame by trading up above the cloud. In terms of the medium-term time frame, we are trading above the Kijun-sen, and that tells us that we're bullish in that time frame. But the Kijun-sen is turned pointing flat, and it does suggest that there is potential for the market to retrace back towards this area. The market has attempted to retrace back towards there, especially today, but we have found support at the 125 level. In terms of the Tenkan-sen, the green line here, the market continues to trade up above the Tenkan-sen, and that gives us a bullish market in the fast-term time frame. And if we look at the Tenkan-sen, we have been trading up above there, and it's been quite some time since we've been trading below there, and I think that does say something about the short-term dynamics in this market, that this market overall in the short-term time frame is looking still fairly bullish, even though we have this strong resistance overhead at 125.86. The fact that we found support around the Tenkan-sen or below, and we haven't traded down below there, suggests that the bulls still are in control in this market in the short-term time frame. If, however, we do see the market close down below there in a bearish way, then that may suggest that we've had a change in the short-term dynamics, and there could be potential for the market to retrace back to lower levels. But we don't have any inkling of that yet. The market is bullish in terms of short-term dynamics. We've had a bullish breakout above 125.86. There is a possibility we could test up to 127.50. We do have a large zone of resistance, but at the moment, no sign that the market will hold up at any of these areas. Let's wait and see how the market tests above these areas for the next day or two. But looking at the rejection from the previous 3 or 4 days, we will need to build some solid momentum. It looks as though for today's trading, with the buyers taking control, there is a possibility that that will happen, and we could trade to within this zone. And if we do see a bullish close within the zone, then a test up to 127.50 wouldn't surprise.